All right, workout worthy, welcome to Total Body Conditioning. Today we are doing a triceps workout. All week long we have been focusing on one upper body muscle group. This is great when you really want to focus on upper body strength. It's also wonderful if you already did leg day, if your legs are sore, if you have a lower body injury, or if you're just not wanting to work your lower body. My legs have not been cooperating this week, so this has been perfect. You don't want to skip your exercise. And even if you can't do the exact workout you want to do, anything is better than nothing. So if you are caring for an injury or if you do have limitations, find the workouts that fit with your current ability, make modifications, make adjustments, but still celebrate what your body can do, and you will make progress and you will feel and look better. Now, this workout can be done standing, it can be done seated. We're focusing on triceps, so we're doing tricep exercises, and we're gonna do some crunches as well. You wanna make sure that you're warm before you start this workout, and we're diving right in. Let's grab one dumbbell, because we're gonna do a one-arm tricep kickback. There are options if you want to stand, support on your thigh, not your kneecap, and you can hold here. Now, if you need a little bit more support, use a chair, use something stable. We all have the same position though. Knees are soft, legs are supporting our body, your core is engaged. You're gonna bend your elbow, locking your elbow in place, stabilizing with your shoulder, then 2 counts. Contract, up, control, down. Exhale, and inhale. Your shoulder is locked in place, nice and strong, nice and stable. Your elbow is locked in space as well. We extend the elbow, and we bend the elbow, but it's not moving up, it's not moving down. Think about your tricep contracting to lift the resistance, and then control the weight, bending only to 90 degrees. Let's try some singles. Contract, control, lift, and lower. All muscle, not momentum. This isn't a pendulum, we're not swinging our arm, we're controlling the movement, contracting the tricep, halfway. 8 or less. If the tempo feels too fast, slow it down, go at your own pace. Keep your strong core, keep your great form. Last 2, last 1, good. Bring it up. Other side, if you're standing, you can stay in the same spot. If you're using a chair, use a chair for support. Knees are soft, hinging at the hip. Bend that elbow, lock it in place, keep the shoulder low and relaxed, neck is long and lean. Contract for 2. Control. I love doing one arm at a time. I am right-handed, so this left arm is more of a challenge for me. Really focusing on form. Up for 2. Down for 2. Our goal is to extend parallel to the floor. But if you can't, go lower, that's more than fine. Keep your wrist neutral so we're not flicking our wrist. Singles. Contract, control, lift, and lower. Inhale, and exhale. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom. That is so important, not to swing, not to use momentum. Halfway, 8 or less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise, we're going to combine both arms. If you need to be seated, you can do this sitting down in a narrow chair so you have room to extend. If you're standing, 2 dumbbells, same body position, bending the elbows, lock it in place. Here we go. Up for 2. Bend for 2. Rib cages pulled down, abs are tight. Using both arms, you really have to stabilize. And you want to make sure your body is not moving, your body is not bouncing with these extensions. 4 more. Up for 2, pause. Bend for 2, pause. 90 degrees at the bottom. So your knuckles, they should face the floor. They're not going so far that they face the wall in front of you. Singles. Contract, control, lift, and lower. Pause, pause at the top and the bottom. Neutral wrists, so we're not flicking those wrists. Up, halfway, 8 or less. 7, Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bring it up. Now we're going to change exercises. We're going to do an overhead extension with just one weight. If you want to be standing, knees are soft, hips are level, rib cage is pulled down, abs are tight. If you're seated, you still have a strong core. Rib cage pulled down, belly sucking in, abs are tight. Our chest is open, shoulders are low and relaxed, chin is level. Feel like you're stretching through the crown of your head, whether you're standing or sitting. Extend your right arm. You can keep your left arm at your core or holding alignment. Bend for 2. Extend for 2. Shoulder mobility, shoulder stability is really important. And our elbow is glued in space, so the elbow is not moving as we do this one arm overhead tricep extension. I like my left hand here. It helps me keep great alignment, but I can also feel my tricep moving, contracting and controlling. Singles. Here we go. 2 sets of 8. Now this feels a little bit fast. I might not keep up with the music, and that is more than fine. Single tempo is just the fastest you're allowed to go, but you can slow it down based on what you need today. If you have heavy resistance, definitely slow it down. Inhale and exhale. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Other side, goal is symmetry, but if you're caring for an injury, you might need to go a little bit lighter. Make adjustments if you need to. Body position's the same, posture's the same. Lock it in. 2 counts. Here we go. Bend for 2. Extend for 2. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing. Shoulder, you can't see my shoulder, but it's low and relaxed. My neck is long and lean, never scrunching up. 4 more. Now it is easy. I'm noticing this is not my strongest arm, and I'm noticing my wrist wanting to help. Don't flick your wrist. Keep your wrist nice and stable so that tricep is doing all of the work. Singles. Inhale and exhale. Again, I am not left-handed. This feels very awkward. It's not as strong and it's not as smooth on my non-dominant arm. Fight for great form. Inhale and exhale. I'm slowing down. Inhale and exhale. 4 more at the most. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, great job. Both arms. Now, if you have a heavy dumbbell, you could use 1 dumbbell. I'm going to use 2. Pressing the dumbbells together, standing or seated. Great form, strong core, long neck. Here we go. Bend for 2. Extend for 2. Don't go too deep. So with this exercise, parallel is the deepest that you should go. Going deeper is just going to overstretch your tendons. It's not going to strengthen your triceps more. The risk is not worth the reward. Keep the wrist neutral. Rib cage pulled down, abs are tight. I am working my core so much harder to stabilize than in the other exercises. Singles. Inhale. No bouncing, no momentum. All muscle. Lower and lift. Pressing the dumbbells together really helps you stabilize. It's keeping me in good form. 8 or less. Now, if you cannot bend to 90 degrees, that's fine. You don't have to go that deep, but you cannot go deeper, okay? Sound good? We got 2, and we got 1. Whew. Next exercise, skull crushers. We are gonna take it to the floor. If you need to stay seated, you are gonna do another set of those overhead extensions. If you can, come down to the floor. Knees are bent, rib cage is pulled down, abs are tight. Extending over your shoulders, not your face. Now with skull crushers, you can keep your arms shoulder width apart. This is gonna make you have to stabilize more. So pressing the dumbbells together is gonna give you the ability to stabilize. 2 counts. We bend for 2, contract for 2. Be aware of where the dumbbells are. Shoulders are low and relaxed. They are stable. They're locked in space. Elbows are right above your shoulders and they are also locked in space. Not going towards your face, not going towards your feet. 90 degrees is the deepest you go without hitting your head. You need a tight enough grip not to drop the dumbbells, and you always need to be aware of where the dumbbells are. Singles, bend, extend, no bouncing, no momentum. Inhale and exhale. So I'm going to show you, my dumbbells are together, helping me stabilize. If I bring my dumbbells shoulder width apart, it feels like they got a heck of a lot heavier because I have to stabilize on my own. Good form is more important. So choose the option that works for you, the speed that works for you, and focus on that great form. Whew. Now we're already on the floor. We're gonna do some crunches. If you are seated, you can do seated crunches. If you are on the floor, you're gonna do alternating cross crunches. We're gonna lift to a hover, belly sucking in towards your spine, 2 counts. Right to left, back to the hover. Right to left, back to the hover. Left to right, back to the hover. Right to left. Keep this slow pace. Think about stretching your head to the wall behind you, keeping your shoulders low and relaxed, and leading with your shoulders. You're not pulling with your elbows. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you don't even want to see your elbows. Keep this slow pace. In for 2. Hover. Think halfway up, all the way up, halfway down, all the way down. Nobody wants to go this slow. I don't. But it gives us a chance to improve our form, to isolate our muscles better, and gotta have strength, gotta have control. Exhale and inhale. One more on each side. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Ready for singles? Alternating. Left to right, right to left. Leading with your shoulders with faster pace. It's easier to pull with your elbow. We do not want that. Keep going. Alternating sides. If it feels too fast, slow it down. You can go at your own pace. Quality over quantity. Ribcage pull down, abs are tight. We're halfway. Whew, my triceps are tired. Even with this fingertip touch behind my head, my arms are fatigued. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. We've got 4 more on each side. 3. Last 2. 1 more each way. Left to right. Right to left. So good. Reach those arms overhead. Extend your legs out straight. Now, if that was enough for what you need today, if that's all that fits in your schedule, do a quick cool down and you can fast forward to the stretch. If you can stay with me, we're gonna go through that one more time. You know what the exercises are, you know how you feel. So adjust your weight. If you can go heavier, go heavier. If you need to go lighter, go lighter. One arm, tricep kickback. We're gonna do the right arm first again, with or without a chair. Contract for 2, control for 2. Exhale and inhale. Up for 2. Bend for 2. Up for 2. And bend. Keep this nice slow pace. Exhale. I love the second round, especially when we're only doing 2. So you know when we're done, we are done. But you know the exercises. You've already done them. So you can adjust your weight. You can improve your form. Singles, contract, control. Lift and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom. Not a pendulum, but triceps on fire. Halfway. 8 or less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Standing. Remember, you can do this seated if you need to, support on a chair. That works best for me. Great posture, strong core, shoulders low and relaxed. Bend the elbow, lock it in place. 2 counts. Up for 2. Oh, feels even more awkward because my non-dominant arm is now also pretty tired. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. 4 more. 4, 3. Last 2. 1 more. Exhale and inhale. Singles. Contract, control. Lift and lower. Pause, pause. Easy to swing, but we want to get the most out of this workout. You're putting in the time. Put in the right effort to maximize all the work we're doing. Great form gives us great results. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Both arms. I almost sat down. You can sit down if you need to. I'm going to do this one standing though. Big shoulder roll. We want great posture, a strong core. Your chest is past your knees, elbows locked in place. 2 counts. Up for 2. Down for 2. If you're seated, you're going to need more of a narrow chair to get this exercise done. If you're standing, you got to stabilize with your legs and your core. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. I don't think I mentioned it, but I've been using 8-pound dumbbells this entire class for every tricep exercise we've done so far. Singles, contract, control, lift and lower. Pause, pause. I just noticed my fingers were going a little bit too far. We're not going here and swinging up. We're stopping at 90 and contracting up halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. Okay, we're gonna sit down. We're gonna do those 1-arm overhead tricep extensions. I'm gonna actually grab my 6-pound dumbbell. It was a little bit off screen, but I wanna go a little bit lighter. You can do the standing, you can do the seated. Here we go, bend for 2, contract for 2. All triceps. Use your left hand to hold that right arm in place. You can stay here, but not if it compromises your form. Our elbow is not going out to the side, and our elbow is not moving towards our head. It's got to stay locked in space. We've got 2 more, nice and slow. I also really do, when I feel that tricep working, I feel like I can push harder. Singles, bend. Now I have a 6-pound dumbbell instead of my 8-pound dumbbell. So I can go a little bit faster, still keeping good form. I don't want to go too fast though. So even with a 6-pound weight, I'm starting to fatigue. We've got 8 or less. 7, 6, neutral wrist. Don't flick your wrist to get this movement done. I'd rather you slow it down and keep the tricep doing the work than to add that wrist flicking. Other side. Whew. Same posture, same core. We ready? 2 counts. Bend for 2. Extend for 2. Bend for 2. And extend. Keep this pace. Long neck, strong core. No leaning, no tilting. It's a little easier to stabilize here while we're sitting, but if you're standing, look at your hip bones, look at your shoulders, make sure they're level. 2 more, nice and slow. Down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. Singles. Contract, control, lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. We've got 12 or less. Inhale and exhale. Whew. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, best one, fight for it. Whew. All right, both arms. Now, since we're able to push the dumbbells together, I am gonna go back to my 8-pound dumbbells just as a reference. Choose the weight that works for you. Reach up without arching, lock your arms in place. Here we go, bend for 2, contract for 2. Bend for 2, and contract. Don't go too deep. Stop at parallel at the very lowest. And like I mentioned, if you only do a little tricep extension, that's more than fine. If you're stabilizing with your body, if your arms are in good form, and your triceps are doing all the work, that's more important than range of motion. Form first, then resistance and range of motion. Last two, slow and strong. Last one, inhale and exhale, singles. Kind of wishing that I had 6 pounds in my hand, but I'm gonna go for it, staying with 8s. That means I'm going to slow it down. You can stay with the music, or you can slow it down as well. Do what your body needs. 8 or less. 7, 6, even holding it up. Triceps are working, my arms are shaking. Final 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo! Skull crushers. Now if you need to stay seated, you can do those overhead triceps. One more time. If you can come to the floor, we're gonna do skull crushers. I'm gonna press my dumbbells together for that stability. 2 counts. Bend for 2. Contract for 2. Shoulders are low. Do not shrug your shoulders. You wanna make sure that you've got a long, lean neck. Elbows right above your shoulders, and your elbows do not move in space. Bend 90 degrees at the deepest, but a little bend can still do great work because you are in great form, right? You can stay at this pace or singles. Bend, extend, lower and lift. Inhale. Exhale. No bouncing, no momentum. Rib cage pull down, abs are tight. 8 or less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got core. 1 set of core left. If you're seated, alternating chair crunches. If you're on your mat, fingertips behind your ears, feeling that length, lift to a hover. 2 counts, nice and slow. Crunch for 2. Control for 2. Exhale and inhale. So we are doing 24 crunches, but we're doing 24 on each side. So it is a long set. Up for 2. Lower to the hover. Up for 2. Really focus on that belly sucking in. We don't want to stick the belly out while we're strengthening the core. Train the muscles to contract inward. We're going to do 4 more on each side. These slow ones, they take forever, but use them to improve your form, improve your core isolation. 2 more each way. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Last one. Left to right. Back to the hover. Right to left. Ready for singles. Left to right. Right to left. Single tempo, without bouncing, without momentum. Contract, control, lift, and lower. And we're still sucking our belly in, not sticking the belly out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Contract, control, lift, lower. It's a long set, but you can do it. We're halfway with the singles. 8 more on each side. 7. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Final 4. Left to right. Right to left. 2 more each way. Last one's best ones. Left to right. Right to left. We're done. Reach those arms up. Extend those legs out. Stretching through your fingers. Stretching through your toes. Couple nice deep breaths. Bending your knees. Holding underneath your calves. Hug your knees to your chest. Feel that stretch down your hamstrings, into your glutes, into your lower back. Holding your hamstrings. Sit up nice and slow. Hands come to your shins. We're gonna gently round and release, gently round and release. Great job. Coming back to center, we're gonna do a quick stretch. Interlock your hands behind your back and extend. Sit however is comfortable for you. You don't want to arch your back, so keep that neutral spine. You can gently lift up on those arms if that adds value to the stretch. You should feel this across your chest, around the front of your shoulders, and down your biceps. Bending your elbows and release. Right arm behind your head, stretching your tricep. So this is like that tricep exercise that we did, right? Your elbow should be in line with your shoulder. It's okay if it's out wider, but you don't want to pull your elbow behind your head. Now with this stretch, if you need a deeper stretch, walk your hand towards your shoulder. That'll deepen that tricep stretch. Now other side, shoulders stay low and relaxed, neck is long and lean, holding the arm in place. So this right hand, it's not pulling your elbow behind your head, it's holding it in place. So you get a great stretch. If you need more, walk your hand towards your shoulder. And release. All right, interlock in front, round forward. Separate those shoulder blades. Feeling the stretch across your back, around the back of your shoulders, and down the triceps. You just worked so hard. Reach up nice and tall, feel that length. And release. And we are done. That was a 20-minute tricep workout. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, come back and join me anytime.